Hi, guys. Hi, Mary R. and Irene. Good to see you guys. We'll hang out here a second and see if the others will be tuning in. We're working on week 2 of Craftaganza. And this week, I have the little card with this. Yes. We are going to do the Farmyard Friends from Winter Warmers. So cute. Little donkey. Start with that. And then see where we go. See where we go from there. I think we can do 2 sets, but I'm not sure. So I set 2 out just in case, and we'll figure it out. But if we're going to try and get 2 done, we probably don't want to wait too long. Thought some of these might look good with some accent paper, so I had Margie give me some accent papers from a kit she was taking apart, just in case we want to use them. Hi, Glenn. Good to see you, friend. Okay. So let's go ahead and bring the camera on down, and we're going to go ahead and get started, even though we don't have a lot of folks here yet. Our most enthusiastic people are here, so. Okay. So I'll show you the cardstock in this set first. It's just so cute. This wonderful snowy scene. You've got the little, I don't know if it's a girl or a boy, can't really tell the way the picture's done, but feeding carrots to a donkey. She's got a whole basket of carrots. I think that's adorable. I'll probably call her she, just because I raised girls. So we got 2 good cards there. And then we've got probably 3 on this sheet. So I'm thinking we'll probably do 5.
Say hi to Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. Good to see you, my friend. Alrighty. We've got some nice toppers on our topper sheet. So, as usual, I'm going to start with something easy. Maybe I'll start with this one from the corner. It's got all this lovely green around it. I'm thinking that piece of green velvet might be just a trick to setting this off. It actually is kind of fun, I think, just in the respect that we're going to use velvet on a farmyard scene. I like to do unexpected things. Okay, I'm going to use a European A6 on this. I'm going to turn the card the other way around so it doesn't fold on the wrong side. I'll start with this. And let me see, what do I want to do? I actually have quite a lot of room there, so I think I'm going to cut my green so I still have a little border of white, because the white will be nice too in light of having all the snowflakes on this sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my green velvet paper to be 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, which will leave me a little border around it. As the risk of giving you too many numbers, you'll remember that the European A6 cards are strangely sized to us here in the US. We have 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 cards. That's our quarter fold cards that we use probably the most often. They have 4 1/8 by 5 7/8 because everything in the UK is done in centimeters. So that looks beautiful as expected. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down then. And I used 3 7/8, so this time I'm going to use 3 5/8 wide. By 5 3/8, which I'm just taking another 1/4 inch off. hopefully this will layer up pretty. That's the goal. It's pretty complex math for this hour of the morning. I know for you guys this afternoon, but for me it's still morning. That looks good. Let's get that on there. I think my tape should work fine with my velvet papers, as I recall.
Use glue on the front of your velvet to do
I
your
don't know.
topper down.
I'm gonna try it. And I don't remember if I need something else on the velvet paper because I haven't used it for a while. So I'm gonna try it with tape. But if it looks like it's not gonna hold, then we'll come back and put some cosmic shimmer on it. It's trying to decide if he wants to hold to the back. I didn't press it down, though. I just put it on. This needs to be trimmed just a little bit more. Try that again. A nice 1/8 inch border all the way around it. It's just a little off. I do not recommend lifting your paper like this. It's only because I have the craft style tape that I can do that. I keep thinking I'm working on my last roll and then they kind of resurface. I wish I could get some more of this. Okay, got our nice border. Put our donkey on. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I don't know. I'm guessing it's warm where you are. It continues to be hot here. I was looking at the 10-day forecast and it doesn't look like it's going to ease up. It just is going to stay hot for what seems like forever to us because we don't get this kind of weather normally. Okay, cute little picture on top here. Not quite. If you're using regular tape, you can allow yourself to reposition your paper by using tape flags. You remember that? Where you're not exposing your tape until you have your stuff right where you want it. A little off, isn't it?
It says their heat dome should end on Wednesday.
I wish we could have some rain. Here we go. That's looking good. Isn't that cute? Look how cute that is. Covered up most of my velvet though, didn't I? I probably could have done the same thing with just green paper and worked out fine. Here's my topper sheet. Oh, it must be a girl in here in this topper because this sentiment tag says to a special girl at Christmas. Oh, well, but this one says to a special boy at Christmas. I think we still don't know. I like this oval at the top. Let's see how that looks up here. That looks great. Let's use that one. Couple of foam squares on it. Oh, I'd love to have some rain. I think my trees would love to have some rain too, but not there yet. How does it been if it tried to rain? We'd have some mighty storms, though, wouldn't we? Nice and simple, Glenn said. Yep. I do think if it didn't get stolen out of my cup, we could have a little stickles in our snowfall on the ground. I'm not gonna go stickles crazy today. These don't need as much as the ones we did last time. Oh, these are ordered. They did have them, so I should have them in a couple weeks. Put a little snow on the ground. Don't need too much, just a little bit here and there to kind of say, yeah, it's ice, it's snowy. Maybe just a little bit up in the sky where we have those snowflakes falling. I don't have to stickle every little snowflake, especially since there's probably 1,000 of them on the sheet the way they've done the little speckles. But just put a few little ones here and there. A die-cut snowflake would also be a really nice touch to this if one wanted to do that instead of the stickles. Always good when you're starting Christmas cards to have a little stack of die-cut snowflakes ready to go for other die cuts. I can't see the twinkle too much from that yet, but you can see the little dots in the sky, and you can definitely see it on the ground there. I'm going to give Bryce this one so he can get it out of the way, and I can keep from putting my hand in it, like I'm so prone to doing. Thank you. This time we have brown background, and I actually have a nice piece of, do I have brown here? No, that's not really brown. It's kind of a purplish brown, isn't it? I'm not sure that's the right color. Do have red. Kind of have this tomatoey red velvet. That might be good. I think I'll let the velvet go clear out to the corners of the card this time. Instead of, hi Adeline. Instead of covering it all up, because that was kind of a shame to cover up that pretty velvet. Looking for another European A6 card here. Use one of these decal edge ones. Oh, but I want it to go clear out to the edge. Well, maybe I won't take it clear to the edge, because I do think that's pretty too. Okay, so I'm going to kind of guess with my cutting here. I'm going to make this 4. Might have to cut it off some more. I'm going to make it 4. by a little over 5 5/8, so I can get close to the decal edge and still leave it. Well, that looks pretty good. I like that. It's kind of fun, huh? This velour paper is just so functional. It's beautiful. I lost my supplier for this, so once we run through our existing supply of this, there probably won't be any more of this beautiful decal paper, or the velvet paper. Need to go out and do some shopping around and see if I can find some. One of our major suppliers was purchased by another company, and they've kind of really changed their product offers. A lot of the things that we used to get from them we can't get anymore. They are now owned by Leisure Arts, and they have tons of diamond art, but not much else that we do, anyway. Seems to just be lots and lots of changes in the craft industry this year. I think COVID, to use Mary's term, really kicked the butt of a lot of craft stores and in fact the entire craft industry. And so we have a lot. I don't know if your Joann's store there is closing, but our Joann stores, at least part of them in this area, are closing. And I've heard similar stories of Michael's. I don't know if that's true because I haven't read it myself. I have read it on Joann's. And the stores that are here have like almost nothing in them. So I'm glad that we still have Simply Special. We have different things than those other stores anyway. I used to go to those stores to get the things I didn't carry. But, okay. I'm going to make this one. I'm going to do the 3 7/8 would be just an 1/8 inch border, and that's going to be too little. So I'm going to do the 3 5/8. Am I going to do that again? Am I going to lose part of her? I think I need to start by trimming this in a way that allows me to catch the whole image. Oops, I still cut off part of the pom-pom, but that's okay. And I'll trim it down a little bit on the other side. You got it already?
Yeah. Hard.
No, it isn't hard. Bryce just fixed my regular paper cutter. Took him seconds. Okay. So like that, I'm leaving more of my red showing this time. I like that a lot. And I'm going to do this to, I think I'm going to go ahead and do 5 3/8 in that height. This image is just a little bit larger than the other one. And it needs to trim just a tad more, just to make my borders all look even. So cute. That looks good. The card base, this decal edge one, is a European A6. We have these in the hunky dory section of cards and envelopes. Aren't they cool? Uh-oh. What happened there? We just lost our chat.
Somebody just came in.
Wow, that's weird. I think we're probably okay. As long as you don't, I wouldn't click on any of those. Just ignore all that and we'll skip down to the bottom maybe. And might have to restart the stream, but let's just try it and see if we can bypass those guys. I don't know why you have people who feel like they have to do that stuff. It's not nice to the rest of us who are just trying to visit and have a good time. Yeah, this looks so cute. So cute. Can you guys chat okay? Give me a comment just to let me know you can chat okay with these weird things going on in the stream here. Yes, okay, good. Thanks, Glenn. Okay. We'll just bypass them and hopefully they'll go away. Won't come back and do it again. I really don't understand the motivations. But it is what it is. I think I'm going to use this special girl at Christmas. I like that little sentiment for this one. I think I'm going to actually put it down here. Yeah, I don't want to cover up her hat with it. Let's cover up her coattail with it. And my foam squares here again. Thanks, guys. It looks like we're okay now. If somebody wanted to report all those people, that would be okay too. I think it's probably all one person. Huh? Oh, Bryce is reporting. Okay. I figured Mary probably would too, because she's pretty quick on that. She's quick on the draw with that. Okay, I don't have snowflakes in the air this time, but I do still have a little snow on the ground. I'll just draw some little back and forth lines just to indicate there's some nice glittery stuff happening on the ground there. And card number 2 is done. Oh, Mary got him too, honey. I figured you probably would, Mary, because you're pretty quick on the draw to get people who are misbehaving. There we go. Isn't that pretty with a little decal edge around it? I love the just leaving that tiny bit of white. That looks really pretty. Oh, Mary blocked him, and she said if you're reporting him, then everything's done when you report him. Okay. My brave protectors here. Okay, we've got both the images used off our cardstock. We've got 3 left on here. So cute. Let's take this blue one. Love that blue. We'll decide what background we want to put that on. I like this piece with the brown. That's pretty. Let's see what it looks like on the blue. I think I prefer it on the red. I think it stands out more on the red. Let's go ahead and put this one on here. See what size card we need for that. I suspect we'll want one bigger than this, but let's see. Yeah, we need something bigger than that. Let's go to a 5x7 card. Here's a 5x7. Adeline got him too. Good job, guys. You make me happy. Okay, I'm going to use this really nice piece of border on here. And I'm going to take this one to 5 3/4. No, I'm not. I'm going to go to 4 3/4. 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. My 5x7 card. Leaves a nice little border around, like that, and like that. And let's see what else we want to do. We've got some other fun pieces here. I like the border that's on here, so I think maybe we'll let that show. And I do like the winter wishes with this. What would we do if we put this on? Kind of pick up those browns and put our topper a little lower and off to the side. I like that. Let's go with that. I think that looks really pretty. I'll go ahead and take this down. You guys got them. I love that you guys protect our stream. I never had one come up like that where I'd bring in a whole page. I'm sure it was done by the same person, but I don't know how they got all those names in there. We could make a lot fancier card designs, but, just facing the facts, when we're doing Christmas cards and we're doing so many cards compared to what we usually do, I try to kind of keep most of the designs fairly simple so that we'll finish them sometime in 2024. I don't mess with the little old ladies. I love you, Irene. You like the Fit Crunch bars?
It's almost like a Butterfinger.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they? Bryce is having one of my, you know who Robert Irvine is? He does the restaurant rehab shows where he goes in with his sledgehammer. That's kind of his trademark on there. He goes in with a sledgehammer, start taking walls out of the restaurants and stuff. He made a diet bar. It's actually a protein bar that is so tasty. Oh my gosh, it's really tasty. And it is very diet sensible. It has lots and lots of protein. It has really good fiber. It has sugar alcohol instead of a lot of sugar in it. It's peanut butter and chocolate. It's got some chewy stuff and it's got some crispy stuff. It's got some peanuts in it. It's really, really good. And Weight Watchers, it only counts 6 Weight Watchers points. So I've been having a fair number of those. And I'm really, really enjoying them. And because I don't feel like I'm sacrificing, because I'm having these delicious bars and my beautiful Honeycrisp apples and things. The weight's continuing to drop off. I'm now at 59 pounds. Can't wait to be able to tell you it's 60, but 59 and counting. I'm very, very pleased. If you need something that's low sugar and low glycemic index, I recommend trying these bars, though. They're really very, very good. And no, I'm not getting an endorsement from Robert Irvine. I just like them. They're called Fit Crunch bars, and I got them at Costco. So. My glue bottles. The first time I've used my glue bottles today. I do not want to immediately allow glue. I'm going to take the two outside rings here and glue those down flush to my card. I am putting my topper just a little left of center and lower, allowing my tag up there in the corner. I've shared this discovery with you before. It's a lot less messy when you're gluing down this center ring to put the glue on your cardstock than it is on the back of your ring, because if you put it on the back of your ring, you're getting glue everywhere on your outer piece when you try and put it in. This tends to keep things less messy.
What was the name of the protein bar?
Fit Crunch, FITCRUNCH, and they're by Robert Irvine. Really, really good. Unless you're allergic to peanuts or something. Don't use them if you're allergic to peanuts, but they're just so tasty. You can't believe you're eating something that's full of protein and full of fiber, and it's just delicious. They have a nice thick chocolate coating, which I appreciate. It's going really well, Irene. I have been an advocate of the Weight Watchers program for a long time, and I'm really pleased to be able to say we passed that. Remember that magic 47 mark, which was what I had to re-lose after losing it before. 47, and now that we finally broke through that barrier, it's really going pretty well. Pretty well. And we're eating healthy. We're eating lots and lots of fruits and vegetables, and then sensible. I love the peanut butter chocolate ones. Huh?
It's upside down to us.
I was talking and not paying attention. Here's card number 3. I'll probably give it a little bit of stickles down here in the snow. Don't really have any snowflakes in the air on this one.
Your flavor you get is the chocolate peanut butter.
Chocolate peanut butter. Oh, I do so love them. They also make a mint one I haven't tried, because I love the chocolate peanut butter so much I can't bring myself to change. Just a little stickles there in the corner. So that would be good.
Walmart sells them too.
Okay. Why don't you grab for me? There's some tiny rhinestones on the table over there where I usually sit. Would you grab those? I think this would be a nice card to have an AB rhinestone, maybe up on the tag, and a couple here and a couple here. Oh, I haven't tried the strawberry flavor. I do love them, though. If you like to have a good, you don't see them over there now?
No, I cleaned everything up.
Oh, maybe Margie put them back in the embellishments drawer. I'm looking for is white sparkly ones, hopefully. If we don't have them, we'll skip it for now. I just think it'd be pretty to have some here. Thank you, honey. Yeah, these will do. Oh, a variety box with Amazon. Bryce would probably like that. He likes variety. I like predictability. I want things I like to always taste the same. He wants it always to experiment with it. These are clear but not sparkly, but they'll still do. I really have enjoyed those though. And then George, our caregiver for Dad, our primary caregiver, told us about these watermelon that one of the farms locally had. So we drove out to the farm yesterday and got some of that. Oh my gosh, was it good? Kind of expensive for a watermelon. They were about $1 a pound, but it's called a Sumi watermelon, Sumi, and they were designed, I guess it's the word for it, they were originally produced in Japan, and then now they're being grown in California and in eastern Washington. And it is the sweetest watermelon ever. So very, very good. You can find them. You can identify which ones they are because didn't that add something nice to that? I think it did. A little plain, and now it looks great. The rind on the watermelon is dark, dark, dark green and no stripes. Very, very, very good watermelon. Here you go, honey. So that's fun. I love this time of year when you can get so many fresh things to eat. It makes it a lot easier to control one's diet when you can have so many fun choices. Yeah, 30 grams of protein. That's a lot, isn't it? Wow.
Oh, this one only has 16.
Oh, 15? One of them must be a bigger bar or something. That's actually almost too small, but I'm not allowed to use 6x6. It could have 5x7. I've used up our 6x6 cards again. So Margie left instructions not to let me touch a 6x6 until I've ordered more. These are 5.5 by 5.5, though. That doesn't break the rule. That's much better. Let's see what I have left to use here. Kind of fun, maybe to combine these papers. I don't know. Got to see if it's going to be good. I'm tempted to combine these two plaids and behind here. See what that looks like. I think that could be cute. I might be able to go clear up to there. Maybe just a little. I think that's going to work. I'm going to. How wide is this strip? This is 3.5. So I just need a 2-inch strip of this. Now I need a 2.5-inch strip of this, which I've got plenty of. Just going to go ahead and cut this top piece off and put it on the card. Like I said, I find that those bars are really helping me, and I'm even eating more than one a day, and they're still not messing up my weight loss program. So be interested to see if any of you try them, what you guys think. I'm sure you'll like them though, because they're really tasty. It's not like you're eating something icky and good for you. It's you're eating something extremely tasty that happens to be good for you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, our bars have 15. Oh, Irene's frozen? We're okay here, I think. Now I'm going to put this little 2-inch strip up here. Make ideas that can save me some of my cardstock. I just think that's kind of fun if we can do that. I have this nice border piece here. Might try that also. Turn them inside out, probably. Oh, I like the way that looks. It does leave me a little gap at the bottom. I'm going to trim my card and go that way. I really do like the way that looks. I can bring this down a little bit more and see if that's really necessary to trim my card. I have that green border there too. I think it looked better with just the red. You know, it doesn't look bad. I think I'll go ahead and do this. That I won't have to make my card smaller. Okay. Well, look forward to hearing what you think, Mary R. Oh, Bryce got me. We went to dinner at Margie and James's house. Yes, our Margie, a couple of years ago in the summer for a barbecue. And Margie made lemonade that she had lemons, watermelon, and basil in. And she made it from fresh fruit. And I had Bryce buy me a watermelon at the fruit stand yesterday. We're going to try making some lemonade with fresh lemons and basil and that sumi watermelon. It should be just outrageously good. I can't wait to try it. Lemon and watermelon. Doesn't that sound delicious? We'll put some stevia in it instead of sugar. But then I can have all I want. It will count 0 points. Hi, Kim. I can't wait to try it. It's going to be great. Maybe we can do that when we're done. It'll be a couple hours for Lauren. So I think I told you at Christmas about the friends who were watching our house and Milo the goat, and how Milo the goat, they thought he was missing and they were looking all over the neighborhood for him for hours and trying to figure out where Milo the goat had gotten to, until Ed, who's one of our friends, went down and checked. Corey was the one who was actually staying here. She's the younger one, and she was the one who was actually staying here. And she got the report that the goat was out and about, but she didn't ever go and check his pen and see if he was there. And after they looked all over the country for him, they discovered that he was right there in his goat house where he was supposed to be. But it kind of put a crimp in their Christmas because they spent hours out looking for our goat. Why are you frowning at me?
You still have white.
Huh?
You still have white on your border.
I do. I have that much space left and then trim that off. It's not going to make any difference at all. But in my constructed cardstock, I like it. I'm just going to take that tiny, tiny edge right there off. And now I don't have a white edge anymore. Bryce was over there frowning at me. Anyway, we had these guys watching our house, and they spent their whole Christmas out looking for our goat, who was home the whole time. And I told them that we were going to take them out to dinner. And, you know, with Dad here, it was really hard to do things like get out to dinner. So now that Dad is with the caregivers, we decided it was time we pony up on that dinner that we owed. And that's so cute. And so we're going to take them to the Outback tonight. It should be fun. Haven't seen our friends very much in the last couple of years because of the caregiving responsibilities, and we're finding that it's pretty fun to be able to go places and do things again. I'm taking my rings apart and come on. I'm going to glue down the two outer rings and put some foam squares under my inner image. I always feel like I'm being clever if I can salvage a piece of cardstock here or there and end up with larger scraps that I can do things with. It always makes me feel like I've accomplished something. Have I? Who knows? But it feels like I have. I'll put some foam squares on here. Thank you, Irene. I like them too. We had both colors in the topper, so it seemed like a good way to go. Oh, we're easily going to get through 2 topper sets today, guys, because it is 11:48 and we're down to our last card after this. Gets put on there. How cute is that? That's just cute as a bug's ear. I like that. I could have gone higher. Oh, I know why it doesn't look quite right. Because I didn't put my bow back on here. Let's put my little bow up where it belongs and then it'll look better. Hey, Kim, how are our 3 pink roses? There we go. That's better. That's better. Isn't that fun? Look at that basket of carrots. I can see where that would just be really, really fun to sit and feed that donkey as many carrots as he wanted. I would do that. This one doesn't actually have any sparkles on it, so I guess it's safe over here. We have the magic of Christmas never ends. Its greatest gift is family and friends. So we're going to make something out of that. with one or of these toppers to go with it. Not sure which one yet or what we're going to make, but it's definitely going to be something. We have this piece of cardstock left, which is beautiful. Beautiful. And where's Catherine today? Speaking of beautiful. You know what? We can use that just like that is, too. That's cute. I always amuse myself when things just happen to fit, right? I like that. That's fun. That could be fun. Okay. Katie was in summer strings concert at her school. It was fabulous. Orchestra so good. Katie in advanced chamber orchestra. Wow. That's amazing. Way to go, Katie. Yeah. It's always fun when it just fits. Look, I have another piece left. That it's just such a nice neutral background. That's perfect for another A6 card. Don't have a topper right now, but I will have. So I work my way through Craftaganza. There's bound to be something I have extra. And what's our Kelly up to? I feel like we're vicariously invested in your girls. You hear all about them and what's happening. So we get to look in on their lives. It's just pretty. That decollage card and the snow scene. I love that. And I actually think the trio of toppers is cute. Looking to see if there was anything else I could do with them, but that's kind of cute too. What do you guys think? I think I like the first one better, but I'm not sure. This is still cute. Or I did like this one too. Let's kind of put it up to the side. We lose less of our image this way, I think. Any thoughts? Wow, fun. Ugh, the school assignments don't have fun. Watching SSC sounds good. I'm glad you're getting some good stuff for you in there too. Any feedback on the?
Irene likes the one before.
You like the one before this, the across the page one, this one.
Corner.
So you got diagonal, and then that's their diagonal one. It feels like that's heavy on the top. Maybe this would help. And that one at the bottom. I think that does help a little. That's pretty good. Okay, so here's the diagonal one. And here's the trio. I'm just looking for feedback here. Trio or diagonal? Give me a minute to vote. Well, I have a nice swig of meal. Then I have a special treat. We've picked out a really fun topper set for our second topper set today. Diagonal, trio. Irene says diagonal, but the trio is good too. Okay, any other votes?
It's kind of 2-2. Small topper on top.
Okay.
Done.
All right. I think we're going to go ahead and go with this one. And then we're going to put some stickles all around everything. That'll pull it all together. Okay. You make it fun, Irene. You're always so enthusiastic with all the ideas. Oh, Sharma says diagonal too.
Yep.
So that actually breaks the tie, doesn't it?
That breaks the tie.
That breaks the tie. Let's go. Here then. We'll start with this one in the middle. So I just put. We'll start with that one. I think we'll put the bigger one on the bottom because it kind of grounds the image a little bit. Then just have our little donkey up on top. That is cute. Okay, that's what we're going with. Thanks for voting. It's silly, but I'm so excited to have that one A6 cardstock left over. I'm just happy to have that because it's such a pretty piece of paper. Wow. Okay. I don't know if I said hi to Sharma when she came in. Did I say hi to Sharma? I don't think I said hi to Sharma either. Hello, Sharma. Talk about delayed reactions. We made good use of this kit. We have 5 cards, I think.
Yeah.
Which is what we thought we'd end up with. Always nice when that happens. Good when we get expected results. That's cute. Let's give it a little stickles. Just a little. I don't have to go crazy. Just a little on the ground and a few. Chocolates from South Africa. I wouldn't have thought of chocolates in South Africa together. That's interesting.
She just tried one with marshmallows on a wafer covered in chocolate.
That sounds delicious. Like a s'mores bar, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with a good s'mores bar. Nothing whatsoever wrong with that. Follow the little hill here down a little bit. Just kind of some broken lines across here to show that we've got snow on the ground. A foil wrapped s'more. Okay, here we go. There's our little dots in the sky. They're going to be really cute when they dry. You can see our snow on the ground there. See if we can get the sparkle from that. You can kind of see some of the sparkle. Hopefully some of these, when they dry thoroughly, well, the sparkles will show on camera better. All right, switch gears. I got to show you the next one we're going to do. I'm excited about this. I showed Bryce 2 topper sets and said, which one should I do? I showed him the peacock and I showed him the poinsettias. And he said, it doesn't, why are you even bothering to ask me? I already know which one you're going to pick. And he said, and I said, which one? He said, the peacocks. So I picked the other one. These are beautiful. With these pink houses. Kim, I think that, yes, it's pink. Pink houses. Actually, not, well, are they actually pink? There's some pink accents. It's mostly the flowers. It looks like a light brown house with pink accents everywhere. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We got those toppers. We've got this one, which I think is just marvelous. And then look at this piece we've got. That's gorgeous. That silver foiling on there. My goodness, that's pretty. Let's see what we're going to do. I usually start with this one first, but don't have to. I love this. Let's see if that one of those decollage cards will fit this well. What'd I do with them? I keep going through these packs of decollage cards because I like them and I just keep using them and using them. Yeah, this is going to look good on here. Now, what I do wish I had was some pink, but I probably have some silver. Maybe we'll use a little silver. Mary board behind this. Let me get that. Aha. Aha. First touch of Mary board today. I'm going to extend this just a little bit because it's going to be just a tad short for our A6. So by putting this in the background, it should turn out just right. 3 7/8, 5 5/8. Would be a beautiful silver in the background. Looks like I need to cut my length just a little bit more. I had to do that a couple times. These cards may be just a little shorter than advertised. That looks good. Okay, that's going to be good. Now let's take this one. And it's going to be... I don't want to cut too much off my tree. I think we'll be okay though. It's kind of faded. I'm going to take a little tiny strip. Let me cut this first. I'm going to cut this to 4 inches. And then I may come back and cut just a little bit more. But I want to be able to see what I'm doing. So I've got, my normal measure is, this one was 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. So this needs to be 5 3/8 this time. And then I want to trim a little extra off of here, but I didn't want to completely lose my tree there. So I'm going to take a little bit off the bottom too. Trim a little on the bottom, a little on the top, a little on the bottom until I get it to where I want it. Let's see how we're doing. That's looking pretty good.
Says her mom always wanted a life-size carousel house that she was big enough to sit on. Debbie, you could have a life-size carousel stag covered in purple velvet.
Okay, Bryce, let's get on that.
Well, we have the stag downstairs. You have to buy the velvet.
Okay. You can see what I was trying to eliminate. I still have a little bit of extra white here. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. Do I want to make my border just a little bit wider? Cut that off just a little bit more and then center it? I think I might. Just going to take like 1/8 of an inch off of this and then distribute that 1/8 inch between the two sides. Because it's still a little bit white over there. And then just make my side borders just a little longer. And actually I can afford to trim my Mary just a little bit. A little more my deck will show. This is just performing surgery to just get it just right, you know? Sometimes you just got to get it just right. I like that. That's looking good now. Okay. So let's put this one up. I'm putting down Mary. And what's our rule with Mary? We don't want to use glue generally under mirror board. Why? Because it's so very highly reflective that your glue line will show. It shouldn't on most surfaces, but because Mary is so reflective, I recommend using tape instead of glue. Put that down. If you have to use glue because maybe you don't have tape, go ahead and do that, but run your finger over the glue and take the kind of smooth it out a little bit. You'll get less of that glue line showing. That's looking good. Let me go ahead and put this down. I can go on top however I want. If I want to use glue to go on top of the Mary board, I can, or I can use tape. Tape works really well on Mary. I use a tape flag. This is actually kind of a little delicate operation I got going here to fit this just right. Remember, our tape flags, we're just going to expose a small bit of tape so we can move this around all we want to until we get it right where we want it, and then we'll expose the rest of the tape. I'm pulling the tape flag down. But this way I can come in here, I can lay this down, I can move it, and when I get it exactly where I want it, which is right about there.
Does a glue runner have enough strength to hold on to Mary?
A glue runner, is that like the tape runner? Is that dispensing? I'm not sure if that's a glue runner. Is that dispensing tape, Mary? Not sure. Sometimes they're called. Look how pretty that is now. Wow, that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Need a little reading of some sort. Figure out where that's going to go.
Yes,
you know,
tape runner.
Yeah, it should be. It should be. Yeah, tape runner should hold it okay. The main reason I don't use tape runners is because I'm too hard on them.
Glenn says the top of the tape runners don't work very well.
I'm not a fan of most tape runners. I'll tell you why, because I'm rough on them. I think I push too hard. And so I kind of spring them so they're not working right. And then it just drives me crazy that I have this whole roll of tape inside there that I didn't get to use. So I'm taking the thing apart and I'm trying to get the tape roll out. It ends up being just a big mess. I do better with the roll of tape than I do with a tape run. I like that snowflake in the sky. That just adds a nice classy touch. And I'm going to put there. Yeah, some tape runners are stronger than others too. You're right about that, Glenn. You'd think with a good brand like Tombow, they would be reliable, but I don't know. I guess that's probably why we all have our favorite adhesives. And that's okay. It's a good thing that we all have our favorites. Ooh, I see something that's going to be wanting to be done here. Where's those rhinestones? This snowflake leaves a tiny rhinestone right in the center of the snowflake. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's get some stickles on this one. This definitely wants stickles. We have a lot of snow in this picture. So we're going to stickle the eaves. Aren't we? Yeah, we are. Come on. I have to clear my dispenser a little bit. A little bubble there. Won't matter in the long run. Snow can be as heavy or as light on my creation as I want it to be. I've tried a lot of them over time, and I'm just not a fan. I like my lesser price tape, because on one roll of tape I can get about as much adhesive as I get on 3 or 4 of the runners. And I'm kind of with Glenn. I don't want to spend money I don't want to spend. I don't have to. I'll pay a good amount for great supplies, but for things I'm just apathetic about, like tape runners, I don't want to spend much. I'll put a little. We have these nice snowy trees that they've put the flowers into the trees to decorate. It looks so pretty. A little snow around here. Just kind of outlining these snow pockets on these trees with the flowers. They look so pretty. A little bit on the ground. Got it up in the eaves now. Across here. I need another bottle of Twinkle before long. Although by storing them upside down, I get every little last bit out of them. When I think it's empty, I put it upside down and then try it again and see if I can still get any out of it. Because as the glue runs down, you can often pick up some extra. The rest of the roof here. Just my roof line. Now I gotta put some stickles in this tree over here. I'm gonna tap this down a little because I did not put it back in my stand. It's a bad girl. Maybe I can get a little more out of it. And I don't want to overdo the glitter. I just want to have nice, tasteful touches of glitter. Don't want to make my card bow with it. I just want to have some nice sparkles. I am liking that, I gotta say. A little bit here on the porch. Maybe it's the windowsills. I guess it's windowsills I'm looking at. I like that a lot. Put this bottle back upside down so when I want to use it again, I don't have to tap it down. How's that for Pink House, Kim? It's going to be gorgeous when it dries. It's just beautiful. Okay, got a wet one, honey. I'm going to put it over here. All right, let's see what we got next. It's like these guys here are crying to be up against these borders. Let's see what we're going to do with that. No, it's interesting. I actually rather like it better without the outside frame. Let's see what I can do with that outside frame to do something different with it. I think I've just used my last decal card. Those are all envelopes. Fit. Yeah, it'll fit. Also, let me just see here. Anything else I want to do? I can't really turn this one at an angle because it's the same design all the way around it. See that? I was trying. I also have this little one here, which is actually quite pretty. I don't think it's enough to carry that space. It's not enough. I'll go back to this one. I like the heavy silver on it, so I think I'll keep the silver border. But I'm just going to put those two. I like that. Oops, I don't want to cut that. I'm going to cut this. Okay. So I'm going to go. I'm going to go 5 3/4. I'm going to try 5 3/4. I need to cut this side first. I'll cut this to be 4 inches wide. 4 inches wide by 5 3/4, which is just going to let my decal show. But I don't really want to cut off any extra because I kind of need it for my design this time. So let's see how this works. I should just let the decal show. And it's a little too long. Let's trim that.
And asked if there was a smaller circle.
Is there a smaller circle for this up here, Glenn? Not really. Most of the circles are bigger in this one. I have a tiny snowflake, which could be pretty. And just put the snowflake up there. Try it out and see what we think.
Say hi to Kim Greenwood.
Hi, Kim Greenwood. How are you? We started at 11 a.m. Pacific time, which would be 2 p.m. Eastern, if you're Eastern. Okay. The only other one I have a couple shaped ones we can try. Real Santas wear pink. Oh, I like that. Now that looks really good. Let's try that one. It's just a little different shape than we had. I like that. Let's go with that one. Ooh, pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I'll put this down first. That just leaves just this most subtle part of that decal hanging there, and I do like that. I do like this festive season, fill your home with joy. That's pretty. Let's put that up there. I do like that. I'll go ahead and take these two pieces apart, glue one down, and put the other in foam squares. I have to kind of break my rule about glue under Mary, because this is such a thin piece that if I don't put glue under it, I would have a hard time taping that. It might be actually a really good job for sticky specs. My sticky specs, I think, are on the other table, though. Can you see if you see the folder of sticky specs? That lavender folder. It was over there. It was in a stack to make its way back this way. It was on the table. It should be in my stuff there somehow. A lavender folder? No? Okay. All right, don't worry about it. I'll make do. It's fine. Thank you for looking. Yeah, the sticky specs would hold it and probably would be the better option, Mary, but since we're not locating them at this moment in time, I'm going to go to my next best option and just try and be very light-handed with the glue bottle, which can be a problem for some of us who might be klutzes, who just might. Not that any of you are. I am. You see, I got my foam square stuck to my finger. I think that actually worked okay. I was very light-handed with the glue bottle. I think we got away with it. That's pretty. Don't you think that's pretty? That's beautiful. And if I wanted to, it might be kind of fun to put little crystal rhinestones in the centers of my poinsettias, just for fun. Okay, I think it's done. I have. Okay. Only because I have to show them. That's the only reason I'm that far ahead. Okay, let's see. So we've got some interesting little pieces left here. And I'm having a problem with this no 6-inch cards business. That would be good from here. But I have to work my way around and see what I can do. Those are singles. It is not going to do me any good. There's one. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we might be able to do with this one. These multi-part frames, I really like turning them and attaching them like a star, but this one won't turn that way because it's the same shape all the way around. That's going to work. I didn't know if it would, but it will. The 5x7. I'm using one of those 5x7s that's folded on the short edge. And let's see what else we want to do here. Let me see. You work here actually a little narrow for this. But I can make it work. I actually really like that. I can make it work with these border pieces. I'm going to be cutting this one off, but I have some little pieces here that I think are going to be beautiful to use on it, so I'm not mourning cutting that small at this point, at least. Oh, I'm so glad you're getting your orders in now. Okay. Boy, I love this little piece of poinsettia right there. That's so pretty. I'm going to go ahead and put this down here, and then I'm going to use these two border pieces to make this piece of cardstock wider and add some shine, so that'll be good. I'll put these up here and here. That's going to look nice, I think. Okay, so let's get this put down first. And put a little glue right on the card. I'm going to put this to my edge. Go ahead and cut off this beautiful extra piece that we will be using. We'll use it. Don't worry. With the purple on the top. No, I think I want the pink on the top. I want it to touch that pink flower. Yeah. I love the hunky-dory tape for these borders because it's just the right width to go on it. Bryce reminded me I should have worn a Christmas shirt this morning. The only reason I didn't is because I didn't want to have to dig it out of my winter clothes supply. I also thought it might be warm in the classroom already, which it was. So maybe best not to have a heavier winter shirt on today. Okay, put a nice piece of my tape on this one. We got the those the white packs of glitter card. We have those in again, Kim. They're not when I put them on sale. They don't go on sale because they actually increased. Not only were they not on sale, they increased in price from the last time we got them. So I have the white cards. I think they're $10.99, and they would be fabulous with some of these. They would be beautiful, but they are out there in the glitter cards. Go to cards and envelopes and then go to glitter under the products by products. I think it's under the product tab. I got that just, I cut that just a little wanky. I'm gonna trim it just a little bit so I don't have that funny bit showing. I just cut this weird, but it looks good now. Okay. Liking this. What do I want to do with it now that I've got that? I have a pretty poinsettia. Might be fun. And I have a Christmas wishes. I also have this poinsettia Noel. I don't think there's room to get one on each side. We'll try it. No, there's not room to get one on each side, so I think there'll be two on one side and my tag on the other. But that's pretty. That's quite pretty, actually. Okay. Got that. Liking that. Let's go ahead and put these down. What are we doing? I'm looking for foam squares. Let's see where they go. There. To just do with the tag I had there. Knock it off. Piece of border. What did I just do with that? Knock it off on the floor. Knock it off on me. Okay. Where'd it go? Honey, you're not helping me. I knocked off the tag. I don't know where it went. Maybe I stand up. It'll be on me. You get your Christmas music going. Oh, I have not put my Christmas music on yet, Kim. It doesn't appear that it's on me. So what did I do with it? Got those two pretty tags there. One is missing. What did I do? Deborah. What did I do with it? It was so pretty too. It was just right. Doggone it. That is inconvenient, to say the least. Downright inconvenient. I can't believe I did this. It's not around on the floor. I found it. I had a drawer open next to me. It was on the drawer. Okay, now we can proceed. Don't panic. Don't panic, anyone. No panicking. Are they large enough for these toppers? Is what large enough, Kim? Oh, maybe she's talking to Irene, where Irene got some embellishment sentiments.
Or the white glitter cards.
Oh, the white glitter cards would be big enough because that's the same size I'm using here. White glitter cards are 5x7s. That might be it too. Good job, hon. You guys believe we're closing in on 2 sets of cards done today? Excellent. That's excellent. I'm going to put this one up. I'm going to try. I want my scissors again. Oh well. It's not the first time, nor will it be the last. I'm going to put the middle and the outside on foam squares. Ah, my nose is itching. That's not going to kiss a fool, right?
No, you have nosy company coming.
Nosy company? Well, that could happen. Okay, that's looking good. Then we got one beautiful piece of that foiled cardstock left. We actually have enough for some little gift enclosures or something we might just have to create here. We're doing great, though.
A mini DL card would use up those little toppers nicely.
Yeah. If I have one. Don't know if I have one. Oh, look at you. Aren't you the clever one? So pretty. And then we're going to put our ring in there, which we're going to glue around the edge and drop it in rather than putting the glue on the piece. I'm always telling people that now, and while back in class I just completely lost my mind, and I had a whole table full of people and I put the glue on this piece and it just really got glue everywhere. And I said, I did this for your benefit so you could see why you don't do this. I don't think they believed me. They're pretty smart people. Our quilling group is really taking off. I have 2 more new people starting. It's funny because that was going to be a 6 or 8 week class like a year and a half ago, and we've been going strong ever since. We have new people joining us. I'm going to take through some of the basics while our more advanced quillers are taking off and doing whatever they want to do. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Wowzer. I like that.
Yeah. Teddy is sound asleep in his bed.
Bryce had to keep getting up and down, so Teddy got discouraged with laying in his arms and moved to his bed. A little bit of stickles in here, the ground, roof line. Come on. Get a little bit of stickles out of here. Just a little. Don't need much. Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, now we got our little stickles on there. That's going to be very pretty. I don't even know if you can see them. There's some on the roof line and there's some in the front yard. That's pretty. One last touch I can see that I just need to make is to put these little crystal rhinestones in the center of my poinsettia. And then I have these little tiny poinsettias on the other tag. I'm going to put one on the top and bottom ones of those, just to add a little extra something. There we go. Now we're down to our last pieces. Let me see what I've got for cards here. This would make a very nice 4x4. Let's cut down a piece of cardstock and make a 4x4. No problem. It's just Teddy and Milo. That is absolutely true, Mary. For the first time in 30 years, we do not have cats. We just decided to go for a while without litter boxes and the like. I'm positive we will have cats again, but yeah, just for a while, it seemed like a good idea. Besides that, my Tazzy cat, she was like my favorite. I know you're not supposed to have favorites, but she was. And I kind of need a little recovery time after losing Tazzy. She was special. What did I do with my pretty piece of cardstock I had here? Well, guys, I'm just such a schmuck sometimes. I don't know. What did I do with it? With that pretty piece of cardstock sitting here. I knocked it off the same place I did the other thing. This is going to be pretty. This almost doesn't care if it gets. I'm just going to make a little 4x4 card out of this beautiful piece here. Let's see what we've got to go on it. We've got this pretty doorway. That should be a really nice touch there. I have a Christmas wishes, which would be pretty. I need to get this to the size that it's actually going to be, though. So let's get this put on so I can see what I'm doing. Hi, Truth. Good to see you. Today we are making pink poinsettia houses, and we've already made a set of donkeys eating carrots from a little girl. Just going to finish it up here momentarily. I have enough pieces left over for a few little gift enclosures, so that's what we're going to do. Foiling on this cardstock is just spectacular. Love it. See how that doorway looks now. Put it right side up, that might help. I like that. What else do I have left? I have one that says Home Sweet Home. Well, that actually looks really nice there. We're getting down to where we're really using everything up. I like this. I think this is beautiful. I could use this one if I prefer. It is a little lighter color, but I think I like the doorway more. I turned my 4x4 so that it's opening at the top. This would just be a great gift enclosure card. We have little 4x4 envelopes, but I wouldn't mail it. You could hand it out or put it inside a gift. I have not seen how they do that. Someday, it's on my wish list to go to Europe. And when we go to Europe, I want to make arrangements with Adam in advance to be able to go in and see his production facilities, because I would love to see that. Yep, this is hunky-dory. They do have the most spectacular foiling, though, I think, of any company I've seen. They're just magnificent. Look how pretty this is. For a little gift enclosure. That's just beautiful. I think I'll move this up just a tad if I can. Once you put it down with the foam square, sometimes it's not achievable to move it. I think I'm going to move it just a little bit. Let those flowers show just a little bit more. Yeah, like that. Okay, let's see. And we have the rhinestones. I'm going to put some rhinestones in the centers of the poinsettias. So very pretty. And I'm going to put a littler one right at the bottom of that tag just for fun. Here we go. How pretty is that, guys? Love that. Love it, love it. Let's see what else we can get. We have one more little piece. I don't know if we have, I don't even know if we have enough for a gift tag. We can look and see. Gotta sort out my pieces here. So I have, if we cut a little tiny gift tag, don't want to cut up my BL. Let's see, get another one of these. I'm going to cut this one. We actually have a bunch of cards in our store that are like 3 by 3. And this would be, I think, almost a perfect one for 3 by 3. I'm going to make this one 3.5 by 3.5, just for fun. I had this left over. I don't know if there's anything I can do with that. To use some of the pretty pieces. Gotta try. Actually, kind of looks neat. Yeah. Might ruin it right here, no telling. Just have all this pretty floral and pretty floral pieces left over. I just don't want to waste them if there's a way to do it. There's always a way to do it. Just this background. This may be one of those creative ones for the books, you know, guys. The creative attempts that don't always work. But why not try? I got these pretty pieces left. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. A little 3.5 by 3.5 card here. Like I said, I think we have some little cards and envelopes in the store that are like 3 by 3 or 3.5 by 3.5. I'm going to try gluing these on here. I think we can make it pretty. Yeah, the big piece did look like a handle before I cut it in half. Run the cut edges off the sides so I can just trim them all up when I'm done. Just going to try and gauge and keep my little open areas inside the corner about the same. Just the opposite corners, not all four, Mary says. Let me see what it looks like, and then I'll decide, Mary. I think it actually is, because I'm cutting off a lot of the piece, I think it would look pretty good. Let's cut these off, and then we'll take a look at those. Cut these two that are already glued down. You're right, it might be too much. There isn't really a lot going on this card, so I do like those. Look at that. I like those a lot. I have to see. I don't know, Mary. I think I want it. I think I want it, huh? Yeah, it is true. I like that less is more. It is true. I'll put them on there. If I hate them, I'll take them off and wipe the glue off with a baby wipe. How's that? That'll give us a final opt out if we just don't like it. I hated not to do something with these pretty flowers that we took off and this ring that we didn't use. This felt like we needed to use it. But if it's too much, we'll take them off. Working on adorable scoreable cardstock, which you guys have heard me say lots of times, but for the sake of anybody who's newer listening, adorable scoreable has a very light plastic finish on it, which keeps it from feathering or cracking when you score it. What do you guys think? Too much or too little? Too much or go back to the two sides? You tell me.
Lay it down and get your fingers out of the way. Up closer.
I need to make sure that I am gluing this on the right side too, because I actually have the fold at the bottom of this. 2 or 4? Need to answer me soon so I still have time to take them off. Adeline likes it with 4. We have 1 vote for 4, 1 vote for 2. Anybody else? 4, Kim says. 2 votes for 4, 1 vote for 2. I do like it. It does feel like ribbon draping around there. Two for Charmin. Now we're split. How does that always happen? It's because we don't have Thelma and Naughty Kitty here. And she'd throw in a vote for her and 1 for Naughty Kitty. Well, I've got them down. I don't think they have to come off. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the 4 since it's a tie. Oh, there's Kim. Kim says 2. I'm going to show the last 2 I put on. This one and this one, right? Okay, tie's broken. Okay, we'll go back to 2. I think it's this one. This one might not be the right ones, but there's 2 of them coming off anyway. I have to be careful not to tear my paper, but other than that, I can take that off. I can take that adhesive off with a baby wipe. That'll also pick up all those little extra shards of paper. And I'm going to dry it off with my drying cloth here, which isn't where it's supposed to be. There it is. Because you don't want to leave it wet. But I do like the fact that with Adorable Scoreable, you can do this. Now, you could not do this with Matte-tastic, which is the matte finish one. That would not work. I do like the fact that I can kind of offset this a little bit now. I like that. Okay, let's call that good. Oh, and then we got a 4 in there at the end. But it was better than throwing that away, right? We were making those out of this ring we had taken off earlier because it was too big. And all I have left out of this entire kit, I do have a nice piece of cardstock left that I can use for something else. And I have one little star, one little snowflake. Let's glue these or put some. Let's take a look at our work here, honey. You bring these back in. We'll also bring the donkeys in, but let's show you these first. If you guys like what we're up to here, leave us a thumbs up if you would, please. It tells YouTube that they can feel comfortable in recommending our channel because the people who are here like it. And when we sign off, I'm going to ask that you hit the refresh button, which is the little circle with the arrow in the corner, and tell me which technique you liked the most today. We kind of did some unusual stuff today, so tell me what you liked the most. Oh, that got nice and dry already. Okay. Did you get dry? I got dry. One thing about it being this warm outside is my stickles is drying faster. I still need to keep my hands out of it though. Love that one. Okay, we got 4 out of this. Oh, 5 out of this. Now I need to back up just a little so they can see the group. There we go. So we had this one. This is the one we took the outer circle off of because we thought it just would look really good in that space. We have our 4x4 card. We have 4x4 envelopes for those. You can always use a 5x5 envelope too without hurting. This is our little gift enclosure. It's a 3.5 by 3.5, which I can put in a 4-inch envelope or get one of the little gift card sets from downstairs and use one of those envelopes. This one and this one. So there's our 5 cards from, what was this set called? This is called A Joyful House, and it's part of the White Christmas collection. A Joyful House. Isn't that sweet? Joyful House. Okay, these still might have wet stickles. That does not. This does probably. This does not. This does not. So I can stack these. Okay. No, I can't because those cards are there. Okay.
Just put them in front of you.
Okay, now we'll go back and look at our donkeys.
Another donkey up here.
I have another donkey up here. And we got 5 donkeys also. A little bigger cards from our donkeys. Here's the one where we pieced together the 2 pieces of the plaid and used a border to put them together. I really like the way that turned out. Here's our little girl. Now this is a closer up scene. I like that one. A little red velvet paper around it. Let that little decal edge show. This is our, yeah, these are dry now. So maybe we can see the stickles now. Nice little glittery bits. Probably dry even a little bit more underneath. But here's our bigger card. Can you back up just a little for that one? There we go. Love that. Love the wood tones in this one. It's really pretty. And this one, all outside again. So we got lots of little glittery bits. So we made 10 cards today. Is that right?
Nope.
2. Yeah, 10 cards today, 2 hours. I think they're fabulous. I hope you like them as much as I do. We had this left and one little snowflake left. And from our donkey set, we had just this one A6 left. But beautiful things.
What's this set called?
The donkey set is called... That's not it. That's the one we did the other day.
You're red.
It's what? Under the red paper. There it is. Yeah. It's buried, but we have it here. The donkey set is called Farmyard Friends, and it's from the winter collection. So now we've done, last week we did the baubles and the trees, the Deck the Hall collection from Festive Elegance. So we've done one each. Is this, have we done one each? Yes. We've done one each from 3 different of the Craftaganza kits so far. Next week we're going to keep going. We have a total of 8 of our Craftaganza sets we're going to make together. And I have such cool things headed your way. You won't even believe all the fun stuff we have coming up. Okay, so next week we'll be doing the same. We'll be doing some more Craftaganza. I'm not sure which sets yet, but 2 more of the sets that I had selected to make. And on Wednesday, we'll be having our What's New Wednesday. That starts at 4 o'clock Pacific time, which is 6 p.m. Eastern time. And stop by and see that. We'll have some wonderful new products for you. We will also have some, and I have some amazing brand new Find It trading that you're just going to love. And we will also have a featured product and some sample cards to go with that. So that's going to be fun. And then, like I said, next Saturday, we'll be right back here at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time, or whatever your time zone is in between. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're not a subscriber to our channel, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss a thing we're up to. We do fun stuff every single time we get together, and this is one of the nicest groups of people you could hope to hang out with. So I think that's it for now, unless there are any questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom. I'm going to have a little swig of meal, give you guys an opportunity to ask any questions you might have. Do you guys know what good news, when I say good night, Gracie, what that's a tribute to? Anybody know? Yes, that is exactly correct, Adeline. One of the first live streams that we did, Bryce was trying to get me off the air, and he just kept saying, "Say goodnight, Gracie. Say goodnight, Gracie." And that just seemed like a great sign-off line to me, a tribute to George Burns and Gracie Allen. So I'm going to go ahead and say good night, Gracie. We'll see you next time.